turtle. You guys want some bugs? Here. He's gonna not do it.
Oh,
now.
he's gone now. Look.
No, he's there, he's there. He's doing it.
There he is, little crawdaddy.
What is he trying to do? Look, he's gonna pull him down. Is he trying to hide? What the heck? Look, he's climbing it.
He's climbing up to get some food.
Oh my gosh. What's up, dude? That's buddy. Look at those damselflies. Look at Rick. Look at him. He was thinking about those flies. There's food out there, Rick. I'm not throwing more. I have to save it. Almost out.
At the turtle pond with Kara here, feeding the turtles and the ducks. So, anyways, this new knife I got. I've tried pretty much every knife from this company. Now, yeah, there's a couple I haven't tried, so I know there's a couple I haven't, but I've tried enough to know that I've been pretty confident in which one my favorite was. Now, somebody told me, they were like, well, have you tried this one yet? And I said, no. And they were like, well, then you can't say that it's your favorite until you try this one. You got to try both of them until until you decide. And now that I have tried this one, he was right. I might still be in my honeymoon phase, but I think he was right. Let's check it out. So let's open up the Herman Dragonfly. You guys know I have a whole bunch of different models of Hermans, and I'm really excited to try this one. I've never tried the Dragonfly. We have M398 at 62 HRC, which Herman does small batch heat treatment, so you're a lot more likely to get a good quality heat treatment from these guys, regardless of the HRC. So I love to see 62 HRC, considering I know that the heat treatment is going to be very well done. Let's take a look at this beauty. Let's unveil. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness, it's so much bigger. It's a larger knife compared to some of their other models. You can see we have the T20 driver and oil. Let's pull this baby out. Let's set this over here and let's check out this amazing piece. Look at that beautiful teal. The blue kind of transitions into a green, and we got an inlay, a fat carbon fiber inlay in the pivot. Look at that. And what's awesome, man, is he does so many different versions of each model. This thing feels really nice. Let's crank this thing open. Oh, buddy. Oh man, that has, wow. My goodness, you could line up 100 knives that have amazing detents and say they're all amazing and grab one Herman and it immediately goes to the front of the line. Like, this thing has recoil. Such a crispy break. I would say like this is a lot like a perfect detent. Now I can feel the blade trying to stay in, not like it has detent lash. I don't feel detent lash, but I can feel it trying to stay in to the detent balls. It's pushing out. And then when it breaks, listen to that sound. Just an absolute amazing action. Look at it. It feels so clean, like it's strong detent, but the type of strong you want. And it just, right when you feel like it's getting too strong, that's when it breaks. That's what I love about these, is it's not too strong. It's like the perfect amount of detent. And it's just, they're almost impossible to fail. Now, this one has M398, like I said, and it has, a hand sharpened edge, which is another treat that you get from Herman, because hand sharpening an edge, that's a cost, because it's not like other production knives where they just put it on a belt sharpened edge, sharpen it in 30 seconds, not a big deal. These guys take their time, they hand sharpen them, or he hand sharpens them on a fixed angle knife sharpening system with diamond stones, so you can expect a very high quality edge, which is so important. When you start getting to this price tag, it is the little details that matter, and that is a massive little detail. To have a high quality edge, you can guarantee is not burnt, right? You can guarantee it's not a burnt edge, and two, you can guarantee it's done with the right type of abrasive on the right, on that steel. Man, every time you flip these things open, it makes you smile, even if you just opened it. Ergonomics, this is by far the most comfortable one. And I really love the Slim and the Ishtar. The Slim and the Ishtar are by far, like, they've been my favorite, but this one's making me think this one's my favorite now. I'm in a honeymoon phase. I get it, guys. So it's a huge statement, but my goodness, is this comfortable. This is thicker too. Typically I'm into thinner geometry, but this is still thin. It's a broad blade. Look at how broad this blade is. So it gets down to a nice thin edge, but it's a robust spine, which definitely adds to the feeling I'm getting with the action. It just, man, you can feel the weight of the blade. It just really, it recoil, man. It just, bang, you feel that smack, and then the sound. The handle, like I said, it does have this beautiful teal color. I love, look at the machining around the clip. Look at this. You have this micro machining around the clip that makes a little pocket, and it goes deeper right underneath the clip. So it looks like it has a little bit of room, but it has actually a perfect amount of room underneath. These things are so smooth and out of the pocket. They're great clips, like amazing, amazing titanium mill pocket clips. The access to the lock bar, perfectly well done. You can see the proudly made in Poland. By the way, shout out to Polish Custom Knives. These guys are incredible. They have amazing, amazing knives on their site. Definitely, if you're thinking about getting a Herman or any other Polish custom knife, check out Polish Custom Knives. I will link them down in the description. Let's compare this to, man, that damn action, man. I can't get over it. I cannot get over this action. The little details on this knife, like even down to look at the lock bar, you can see there's a texture on the lock bar. If you flip it over, he put the same texture on the opposite side so it matched, which is really cool. It's something small, but those little details really, really matter and stand out when you're talking about a knife like this. Now, I do have one negative, right? There's not very many negatives, but of course, I freaking love this thing. But sharpening tool and plunge grind, yeah, he gave me a couple sharpenings. The plunge grind is not hitting the edge, which I do appreciate, but very soon I'm gonna hit the plunge grind. I would appreciate just a little bit bigger of a notch out, so when I put it on the stone and go to sharpen it, I have more room in between the edge and the plunge grind so I don't hit it. Even if I use a fixed angled system, I don't want the threat of hitting that plunge grind. Now granted, like I said, I do have, and you can see he did it very cleanly with his, but it's getting close to the plunge grind, after I sharpen it, a couple times. Now, like I said, I do have a couple sharpenings, and with a knife like this, that's gonna last you a very, very long time, especially with maintaining it and stuff, and the blade steel and how good the heat treatment is. That could be years and years before you ever sharpen it, a couple times, depending on how often you do use it and carry it. Obviously some people are going to be sharpening it more than others. But that's really the only real negative I have for this model. I love, feeling a robust knife from Herman knives, because all the other ones I felt have been more like, slim, sleek, which those are usually my favorites anyway. So, I love that. But feeling something a little more robust, oh man, there's something about it that's just absolutely amazing. Let's compare it to the Ishtar first. I freaking love this Ishtar. And again, listen to the sound, the breaking of the detent. These two are very different in the way their detents are, but both of them equally as good. I don't even know if I could pick one over the other on which detent I like more. This one just, you can tell it's a lighter blade, so it has a little bit of a different break when, and you can hear it too. Almost like a glassier breaking action, where this one's more of a thunk. But super, super clean breaking detent. Now, I also want to pull out one of my slims. Maybe I should pull them both out. We can hear all the sound differences. Listen to it, all three of them. A little bit, they're similar, but different. But they all sing. Now, I love the size of this one. This one's probably my favorite size as far as I love how slim it is, with it being the perfect amount of thickness and robustness in the hand. The blade shape, love this drop point blade. Very slicey geometry. This one has more of a clip point blade, kind of like this one, but you know, this one has a bigger clip point. This one's more of like semi-upswept and then a clip point, but very thin geometry again. All of them are basically fall shut action. This one's a little bit tighter, but it also is still breaking in, and it has a very strong detent. Very, very strong. Now, if I pull out the other one, because I want to hear the sound difference. This one has the lightest detent of all of them. Well, not, I guess the small ones have the lighter detents, but compared to my slims, like, but listen, it's still a great detent. And listen to that sound. It's amazing. That's an amazing sound. Then we have the Sting. Now, the Sting also has a very strong detent, and the flipper tab is a bit pokey. Now, I do have the Ovium I want to pull up really quick. This is probably my least favorite of the bunch, to be honest. I like it. It's an awesome knife. But something about this flipper tab I'm not a big fan of. It's a little small. I feel like it's slippery. I got to kind of catch it, and it just doesn't have the joy I get in these ones with flipping, you know, flipping it open. So I would say this is my least favorite. Then it would be the Sting. And then it would be one of these two, between the Slim and the Ishtar. I love them both equally. I'd probably lean more towards the Slim, but I don't know, because, you know, I love this Ishtar so much, but it's such a close race that it really wouldn't matter. Now, when you add this one in right now, I gotta say this one's probably my favorite, and I might be just my honeymoon phase, but there's something about this one that I really, really appreciate. That being said, if tomorrow I switch back to one of these they'd be like equally as good. But yeah, I gotta say, yeah, this one's something about the way that thunk opening, the ergonomics, the drop of the blade. Like, look at that. It's just such a, it just drops perfectly centered. You know, the texturing. Now, like I was saying before, they have so many different versions of each model. So if you don't like one of these colors or finishes, it doesn't matter, because they come in so many different colors and finishes. So you can definitely get your own the way you want, because they do some. Now, they don't do like a custom one, like where you can request what you want, but you can definitely pick out what they do drop, and Herman drops so many different amazing designs. I guarantee there's one that you like. I will link them down in the description for you guys if you guys want to check them out. If you guys like this type of content, I will put some cards up on the screen for you to click on. Work hard, stay tough. Until next time, peace.